God. Alright. Let's see stuff. Alright, hold on, let me get a little sip of water. Pre-game sipperoo. Alright. Alright. Oh, so I better like this, right? Alright, hold on. I'll give you a count. 3. wait, you gotta stop doing that. Alright. Okay. Just looking snazzy. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everybody. It's the very first episode of the Tighty Whities, where you listen to two tight white dudes talk about the business.
You know, we're really looking forward to the podcast, right? All the friends, all the family, super interested in seeing what we're going to talk about. We have a few things for you guys that we have planned today, and we'll see where it takes us.
You know, this is very anticipated. This has been in talks for a few months now.
Years.
Honestly, yeah, years.
Since
it got real serious around graduation time. Recent graduates, you know. So we're gonna have to figure things out with, you know, this guy leaving us, but it's okay. It's all right.
I'm not going that far though.
We'll get it all figured out. And we always have holidays too. But you know, there's
if it takes off, it takes off.
Exactly. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and we're still gonna do it.
Should we give a little introduction about ourselves? No, I mean, might as well.
Yeah, I was just gonna
you
say.
Want to start?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you know, there's gonna be incoming guests. Not gonna spoil who at all. When they come, and you will find out. We are in my basement. This is gonna be probably the spot for now. There might be a few spot changes or scenery changes, but this is what we're rocking with for now. But I'll start with the introduction. So my name's Jake. 6'10". No, I'm Jake. I'm 6'10". Oh wait, oops. I'm 6'1". All right. Recent graduate. I got brown hair. I got green eyes. I'm a big sports guy. I love sports. I love everything. You know. I think I'm quite fun to be around. I think I'm a pretty good person. I try always to do my best and do the right thing, make everybody around me happy and enjoy their time. You know, graduated Gates Tighty High School, going on to MCC and RIT 2 years each. Gonna study some optical engineering. Hopefully make the big bucks. Maybe one day can buy a better studio.
Ooh. I mean, that's all we're working for.
Yeah,
you know, Jake, been my boy since day one. That's just
day one. Back in elementary, shout out Brasser down the road. You know the tank, man.
You turned bridge. That's okay. My name's Vincent. Vincent Lucision, right? I ginger, blue eyes. Since we're going off of physical appearance, right? Standing 6 foot. I'm calling myself 6 foot now.
You are.
I'm 6 foot. I'm 6 foot.
He's 6 foot.
I'm 6 foot. I've reached.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man is 6 foot.
6 foot.
He's 6 foot.
Ginger, right. 6 foot, whiter than snow. So,
hey,
we just go
baseball. Can you tell? I can tell. Shout out the Hooters shirt.
Yeah,
you know
shout out the
Hooters
shirt. I mean, how to rep the brand. We're no sponsorship.
Should we say what sports you play?
Oh, we should say what sports we play.
Right, you go first.
Okay, I play baseball and volleyball, as he said. You know, I'm going to Houghton College, playing baseball there. Hopefully, it works out. You know, we just go with the flow. You know what I mean? Where are you going?
Oh,
where are you going?
Me? I said I'm going to MCC and RIT. Hopefully, gonna play some lacrosse down at MCC. But back in my high school day, gave him the good old soccer lacrosse combo. A very unique combo.
You know,
I had a volleyball stint in there in my junior year.
I made him play volleyball.
He made me play volleyball. It was quite the fun experience. Should have played football. But, I mean, it's all right. It's all right. I had a good time.
That's one of the things.
I had a good time.
The football coach comes up to us all the time saying, "Boys, you should have played football."
Yeah.
I think they're due at least 1+ more game win. Because, I mean, this high school we went to, they didn't win anything, honestly.
In football, yeah, but as long as we were there.
Football, they went mid, like, every single year for almost every single sport. Guys, he's on the phone with his girlfriend. That's the big thing about us. You might see us often, whether it be each of us. We both have girls. Both have great lady friends. They're amazing.
On the money.
On the money.
Okay.
You know, my girl, she's in Greece right now. Not Greece
isn't
like
that
the city.
nuts?
She's in Europe.
She is
I have
in
no
Europe.
contact with her for
She posted on
10 days.
Snap today.
She did, because I got a text from her, because she found Wi-Fi for
Oh,
like
let's
3
go.
minutes. So she texted me,
Shout out Greece, you know.
but she can't text me on iMessage or whatever. Well, she also has Android, but that's beyond the point. She texted me on Snap, and she's like, "Oh, I miss you." I was like, "Oh, it was really sweet," but I was on my lunch break. I wasn't. That's when I responded, and obviously she's off Wi-Fi because she was on an excursion. So I don't know. It kind of sucked because I'm not able to talk to her, but at least you're able to talk to her. Should we say her? They'll be on the podcast. at some
Surprise! She's actually on the way, but she is not going to be a guest
point. Oh,
today.
she's on the. She can make a little.
She's going to be a little bystander. I told her she could come and watch us film the first episode. You know, it's a very important thing she's heard a lot about because, you know, I told her all the buzz, how excited I am for it. But,
Oh, giddy.
all right. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get in to the first segment of the first episode of our podcast here today. I'm just going to give the camera a little quick swoop and then move this light in a little bit. Hopefully.
Now, this segment is I would say our main segment.
Okay,
Honestly.
listen. This is something that we are excited for because it's exciting for us and hopefully it's exciting for you guys. This first segment, we're going to start off every podcast with this, guest or not. Food review.
Mm-hmm.
And today we have a special one because this isn't an American ting, you know what I mean? And I say ting because it is a British ting. Shout out the Sidemen for putting me on to this. Shout out them lot, you know what I'm saying? Them, you know what I mean?
My bad.
We got some squashies. Some bubblegum squashy drumsticks. And I got this from Exotic Snacks at Eastview Mall.
Yeah.
They have a lot of exotic snacks and drinks as well. But dude, some of those things are nuts. Like, the stuff they got there is like, wow. You just want to buy the whole store, but you can't. Because you gotta buy the squashies. I've had some, so I'm gonna let him get the first words.
I can't wait.
I'm still gonna get my piece
No.
of mine. Now, you go.
I got it. The big thing with us too, right? We love our food reviews, right? We both have our Snapchat stories where we do food reviews. We have our little thing where we jump in the camera, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's a podcast. We can't do that. It's whatever. But without further ado, I'm going to give my first opinion
All
of
right.
the squashies.
And I'm just gonna tell you guys a little bit more. This is pink and blue, nice little fluffy kind of marshmallow kind of vibe. A tad stale, not as fresh. You know they were.
Tad stale. I don't know when you got them.
I got them a little bit ago, but they're still pretty fresh. They weren't the softest as it is, but
I was just about to say that. I was expecting more marshmallow texture.
exactly.
It's
That's
very
what you
rough.
expect. That's what you expect. Now that could be the staleness,
It could be.
but honestly, it's not bad.
I mean, I don't know how long Exotic Snacks had the squashies, but I mean, if they had to ship them over from England, who knows what was happening. But I think I would give it, honestly, a 6.5. I was kind of looking forward to more just abundance of flavor. I can definitely get the bubble gum, and it's decent, but the texture kind of just throws me off. It tastes like a piece of gum that you just want to spit out after like 2 minutes of chewing it. I'll take another one because I love the flavor.
Okay.
But dude, I think that bubblegum thing is great.
It's
It's what after 2 minutes you're like, yo, this is too hard.
And the thing is, they had different flavors. They had a bunch of flavors. They actually have them on the back. Looks like they got watermelon here. Rhubarb and custard. And I can't quite read what that other one says, but now,
Rhubarb.
I'll put these in the middle, just in case you'd like to take another dig. But I'm gonna give them a 6.7. Now, the bubblegum taste is very accurate, and it's a good taste. However, it is very sweetish. I can't tell if it's the sugar that it takes a toll on your teeth, or it's just the fact that they might be a tad stale.
They're definitely a tad stale. There's something wrong with them. It's not a 7 just because of how high of hopes we have.
Look, don't get me wrong though. Would definitely recommend getting these.
Oh, they're decent, yeah.
Great snack, candy, whatever you want to call them.
We're harsh critics. We're harsh rulers on these things.
Still very good quality. Because, like, listen, you gotta blow us out of the water if you want to get like 8, 9s, okay? But that's still good.
You can't even bite it. You have to eat the whole thing. You have to eat the whole thing.
One thing I will say, very easy to choke on. I choked on 2. Yeah,
You choked on 2?
Sometimes they can just, just slip a rule. Regardless, 6. You heard it here first, folks. 6'5", 6'7". Not heights, ratings. All right. Anyways, so that was the food review segment of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully, you guys get yourself some squashies. And I'm just gonna take a quick sip of our water we got here.
Now, one of our main topics on our little podcast, we like to talk about our sports. If we have a guest, we'll talk about the guest's pastime and their things they love to do, right? Then we're going to go in a little deep dive, maybe sometimes talk about some nice questions. Dude, they're hard to eat, I'm telling you. And then maybe some other interesting topics we have written down, but also whatever's just happening in our lives. We just like to talk.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the basic.
We're here for you, and we hope that you're here for us.
We just want to entertain you
Okay.
guys. Hopefully it's a fun time.
All right, and we know, some subjects are ropey, so we're gonna do our best to not. Obviously, our opinions are gonna come up at some point, but we'll try our best not to push them, because you guys believe what you believe, and that is perfectly fine. Okay, that is perfectly fine because we believe we believe some of the different things. Okay, we don't always agree, but it's all right. We're here. We're together. We're the man down now. All right. So now, let's get into this next segment. Would you like to introduce that?
Are we talking about the Quidditch?
Well,
talk about that first.
You gave away the title of this segment.
I mean,
Sports Buzz.
True.
Sports Buzz. Biz. Sports.
You did just talk about how some things can be kind of a little sketchy.
And that's exactly where this Quidditch thing falls into with J.K. Rowling.
That's true.
Okay. You found this,
I
so
did
you
find
can go
it.
ahead and
we were looking up stuff early on, just trying to see what we can talk about. First episode, we were kind of figuring out what we're going to talk about. I stumbled across Quidditch is changing their name to Quad Ball after J.K. Rowling's trans statements. Now, after some digging, we found out J.K. Rowling is a lesbian.
Yeah.
She's part of the LGBTQ community, which we both support, right? Both big fans of. So, but we thought it very strange that Quidditch is changing their name to Quad Ball, right? I mean, it's Quidditch, right? So it's not a big name sport. A lot of colleges play it.
I will be right back.
He'll be right back, right? He's got to let us grow, I'll take the reins from here. But Quidditch, you see, I just don't understand the point of the name change, right? What she said, she didn't say anything super outlandish. She was just talking about her views and viewpoints on Twitter, which can get very controversial in some points. But I mean, the name change, I think, for Quidditch itself and the National Quidditch Association is just, I think, a better name to reach their brand and hopefully grow the sport without getting the negative backlash that is just unnecessary to them and unnecessary to their fans who don't want to be associated with that. Now, J.K. Rowling, obviously, whether she invented Quidditch or not, I'm not sure if she did, but it's a big part of the Harry Potter series. She made it popular. So, I mean, she has a big say in the Quidditch area. So, I mean, we're a little, my counterpart's gone, but we're a little untouched in the situation, so we'll just see where this takes us. We'll keep you guys updated. Now, Jake and Jada seem to be coming back downstairs now. Is Jada being in the show? Or should she be off to the side?
She could be if she would like.
Would you
like to make an appearance?
You want to make an appearance now?
Just real quick. It doesn't have to be anything special. All right, so Being introduced at this moment is my lovely girlfriend,
it's
Jada.
here?
Yeah.
Do you want me to sit with you guys?
It's up to you. I don't care.
Well,
It's up to Jake.
that's Jada. That's my girlfriend of 1 year.
565 days.
You didn't even see that.
You go. It could be the podcast.
What?
Oh my! It could be a live review of Jada's TikTok that she made.
She made a TikTok?
She did make a TikTok about you.
This morning.
That's what you did when you hung up on me?
Yeah.
She hung up on me this morning. I was like, what the heck?
It was actually really cute.
Oh, I saw Kayla made this one, her boyfriend. Shout out Kayla. Anton.
Oh.
Let me just say, I love that picture. That is a great picture of us.
How sweet.
That was on Throwback Day. And I will say, me and her killed that. We killed that. His phone is off.
What is happening?
Anyways, 565 days. I love her.
You were a little surprised that I knew the exact number for a second.
I was, and then now I'm not as. Would you like a squashy?
A what?
Squashy, give you a review on it.
I have gum in my mouth.
Well, good. It tastes like gum anyway. You're fine.
Take it out. Would you like one?
I'm okay. I'll pass. I just talked about Quidditch. I ended our Quidditch statement.
Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah, that was about mine.
yeah. So
You see, you can't pull it apart.
No.
we talked about we were digging on this Quidditch thing, and so
Here, what are your points about it?
I mean, I just think it's kind of. I understand. Now, here's something I'm gonna look up quick, because he already said she is a lesbian herself, which is kind. I'm not trying to stereotype, but it's very odd you see an LGBTQ member kind of against the trans. You know what I mean?
See, I don't even think she was really against the.
She's
whole
just
trans
made
thing.
some comments, you know, and it's just
Yeah,
that's perfectly fine because, like I said, everybody has opinions and
That's true.
beliefs, and she's not necessarily like bashing them, but you know, harsh comments are harsh comments. But here's what I want to look up real quick, and I don't know if you've already said this, but
I did see one of her main statements was because she retweeted something to do with the menstrual cycle. And I know with the trans community, right, you're transitioning into one gender to another, or any other gender you may be, because I'm not gonna go there. Yeah, so I don't think they took it how they wanted it. Oh, it was invented by her.
so she did invent it, which is kind of like, you know, can you really do that? Because say she goes out on a limb and there's like a continuation of this Harry Potter series or a backtrack of before Harry Potter, it's still going to be called Quidditch, I feel like. She's not going to change it to quad ball. And can you necessarily like really take the name away from what she made it? I don't know.
You just can't. I mean, she made it.
She made
She
it.
decides whether she wants it to be Quidditch, quad ball, or any other name. Like, it doesn't matter.
And
She's
listen,
invented.
I don't think I've had enough time to have a legit opinion on this, so I can't say like what I think. Because we did we just found this out like as we were just putting things together. So yeah, that's quite absurd. Quidditch to quad ball. Let us know what you guys think. It's quite weird, but it's definitely not what you expected to hear. I can guarantee. All right, shall we move on?
You can move on.
All right, we're gonna move on here.
No sports. You want to say sports?
I think we can.
We can.
I thought we were just gonna go.
We can go down.
You know what I
That's
mean?
fine. That's cool.
That's not it. Okay, so now that's over with, just close out of those. James Harden recently did just sign, I think it was today, a 2-year, $69 million contract with a player option. This guy. Now,
Shout out Mitchell.
he is going to make $33 million this season, and then his player option is for $35.6 million for the year after that. or if he doesn't pick that up, he can go right back into free agency.
And I mean, I can also see either whether it be sometime this year if the Sixers fall apart or next offseason. With the way NBA goes, he might be out of there.
He's going to request a trade.
Yeah, I can just see how Harden goes.
Unpopular opinion, he's going to end up requesting a trade.
I don't even think that's unpopular. I feel like that's like the new norm in the NBA. There's so much just craziness.
And Harden is just, the way he's been.
He's a little diva. Little diva.
Which is okay. It's okay to be a diva sometimes. Everybody has a little sass in them, like 1, 2, 3, But she's not but it's alright. I don't know. I don't think the Sixers are going to be massive. Shout out Drake for that song. Beautiful song.
W album.
Very W album.
We're both fans. We should.
Music
album? We should get a music section.
Yeah. That'll come later. But back to this thing.
Imagine we review albums.
Oh my god! Dude.
This is
sorry.
This is fine.
First episode, things are going to come. It's kind of go with the flow. But, yep. So Harden with his contract. I mean, he's 32 years old. Statistically, has been on a decline.
That is true.
So,
no, I honestly think his best days are behind him.
I don't think it's going much up from here, if anything.
I mean, the worst thing that he did, honestly, was make the move to the Nets, I think. Because ever since that, I think mentally, physically, and just performance-wise, has all gone down.
He should have left.
Same thing with Kyrie.
I mean, in my opinion, he should have stayed with Houston and let Westbrook leave.
I mean, Westbrook's the GOAT, though.
No.
Westbrook's the GOAT.
Let's just say no. Celtics fan.
Westbrook fan.
Again.
Plural Westbrook fan.
Okay.
Only Westbrook.
Steelers fan.
Bills fan.
/ Packers.
I was a Jordy Nelson, Aaron Rodgers guy. Jordy Nelson's long gone now. He's back on the farm. Aaron Rodgers, he has his issues. He's killing it. Back-to-back MVPs. He's just a dude.
He is. He literally
He's just a dude. Yeah.
He's just doing his thing.
They're definitely my second favorite team. I'm from Cincy, so I have a special spot for the Bengals too. I'm a Bills fan through and through, though.
It's fair enough.
I'm a Bills fan.
That's
through
fair
and
through.
enough. We going baseball too. I have a little bit about the Home Run Derby All-Star Game because it just happened.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
I'm from Cincy, so I'm a Reds fan. Unfortunately, they stink. You are what? Yankees.
I don't watch baseball, so let's go Yankees.
He knows nothing about baseball.
Let's go Yankees.
No, you know some things about baseball.
Yeah, I'll give you a quick little RBI, a couple runs.
A little RBI.
Play a little.
You know what it stands for?
Huh?
You know what it stands for?
I used to.
RBI. Yes.
I used to.
What does RBI stand for?
Run, batter, in.
Runs batted in, but yeah. You got it. I'd give it to you.
You see, I just said it wrong.
Yeah. You should play baseball this year. We're cool. Honestly, you would have started.
You think?
Yes. I told Matt and Mitchell the same thing. Who are two of our closest friends. Who, honestly, you might see one or two of them on the podcast. I doubt Matt will come on the podcast.
I think he would.
You think Matt would
I
come on?
I 100% think he will.
I don't know.
I think
it'll be up in there.
But we'll see when that happens.
That's true.
We already have a little list going. So.
Dude, it's a long list.
It's a pretty long list. So.
You're going to be on it.
Really?
Yeah.
You and
I mean, you've already made an appearance.
You and Allie are gonna.
Can I see the list?
Well, there isn't an actual written list, but we do have a list.
Oh.
You can say your name, Alyssa. I already said her name.
But yeah, just
She's
to end off the Harden thing. He opted out of his contract and took the pay cut this year just for the Heat to sign PJ Tucker, which was a mid signing.
He is a difference maker, though.
3-year, $33 million. That's fair.
You got $33 million?
3 years.
3 years?
That's probably what, 11.
Yeah, it is 11 exactly.
But
which I mean, inflation, man. Gas
wait, did
prices.
they get? Is that Daniel House?
Yeah, Daniel House.
$8.4 million. That's not bad. But I mean, PJ Tucker. I don't know. I wouldn't sign him to anything long term.
3 years is crazy. But I mean, he's been the same player for 6 years.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter.
kind of disappeared after the bubble, which a lot of players did. Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero was good this year. He averaged 20.
Bubble Boy.
No, he averaged 20. That's T.J. Warren you're thinking of.
Bubble Boy.
Well, T.J. Warren, not Tyler Hero.
T.J. Warren's played like 2 games outside of
Yeah, but still, he stinks. I
We'll
remember
see.
I had him on my fantasy team this year. I traded him to Allen for Westbrook.
You're lying.
Yeah.
Is Allen that dumb?
Yeah.
Oh
And then he got hurt 2 days later.
Oh
It
no!
was the best trade. And I won the league.
Good
That
friend
was the
Allen.
difference. Oh, you'll see Allen on the
Yeah,
podcast.
he'll be.
You'll love Allen.
But yeah. Another contract that happened today, Mac McClung. Very popular name as he was coming out of high school, going into college. Quiet, kind of silent, had a silent road in Georgetown. Then he went to Texas Tech?
Yeah.
A little more silent. Had his stint with the Lakers last year. 2-way.
Big G League guy.
Big summer league this year, though, for the Warriors. He was big for them. He got a 1-year deal.
We've seen a lot of good guys come out of the summer league, actually, if we're on that. We've got, I think, my favorite person from the summer league this season. What was his name? Mason Moody from the Grizzlies.
He was good.
Big body. If we're on the topic of PJ Tucker, it reminds
Listen.
me a lot of PJ Tucker or Zach Randolph.
I'm not trying to ride a hype train or anything, but man, Chet Holmgren. Nuts.
I'm the opposite, because I was a Thunder fan for a long time because of Westbrook. I think Chet Holmgren's going to be good in his own right. I can't see him being anywhere near the player Banchero's going to be.
Another one I liked was Banchero, but also Jabari Smith.
I mean, I feel like we should like the top 3 players in the draft, though, because if they stink, I mean, they got drafted top 3 for a reason.
Still. They were good. They were pretty good. Neither of them made the championship, unfortunately, because I believe it was Knicks in Portland.
Did Portland win? Yeah. I don't even know who was on Portland.
Me neither, to be honest.
They just had a bunch of dudes.
I know the Celtics did all right. J.D. Davidson.
Yeah.
I did like what I saw
Yeah.
out of him, and I can't pronounce that dude's name. Gavin Sele. I don't know his name, but we did sign him to a 2-way, which was nice. I did like that addition. Also, Brogdon and Gallinari. My opinion, pretty huge.
Who'd they go to again? Celtics?
Yeah.
Oh. See, I'm not a big basketball guy anymore.
I am pretty
He's a big basketball guy. I just can't follow it anymore. Westbrook's going downhill. I hate it.
He's got to find somebody new.
I gotta find someone new. I think, honestly, I'm a Thunder fan.
You are?
But I don't like Shy.
Shy.
Yes, I love Shy.
Shy is
I love Shy.
freaking nuts.
I think I am a Thunder fan still through and through. I still have the notifications on for ESPN because I don't know how to take them off. I just don't like Chet Holmgren.
That's fair enough.
I don't know why. There's something about him. I think he looks like Voldemort or something.
I didn't like how he was so cocky. I did not like that.
Yeah, we're a big team player guy. We're a big
Yeah.
stay in your lane
You're
kind
not,
of guy.
like, dude, you're not leading them to the champs this
Mhm.
year.
You're literally 5 pounds.
And if we're wrong,
You're
then
skinny.
wow.
I'm bigger than you.
Facts. We're both bigger than you.
Yeah. We go gym now.
We body you in the paint.
That's true.
Just saying. Done though.
Done no.
But
Squashy.
shout out Mac McClung for that. Some pretty, not the most wild off season, but a pretty solid off season for teams all around.
Ooh, should we talk Kyrie
Kyrie, KD.
Yeah. Do you think Kyrie Irving will be a different uniform? for the
I
start of the year?
think. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
But if so, it's gonna involve the Lakers, Nets, and Spurs. And Westbrook will probably go to the Spurs.
Dude, that's fine because I'll be a Spurs fan. Who's even on the Spurs anymore?
Bro,
Murray's on the Hawks.
they just signed Keldon Johnson to like an 80-something mil max.
Colton Johnson.
He was solid.
He's named after a family company. Johnson. Yeah, no.
Is it really Keldon?
I'm talking about the Johnson.
Oh,
Johnson.
I was about to say.
Johnson. I just don't
And
know.
they got Lonnie Walker. They had Derek White.
I know Lonnie Walker went somewhere else, didn't he?
Oh my God, he
I swear he did. No,
Lakers, he might have.
He did go to the Lakers. No, he did. Didn't he?
That's a good signing. He is bouncy. Bouncy.
He's got that one video where he's going.
Ooh, and even the Jazz bench was like, oh yeah. Okay.
Can we talk about Mason Moody more? I love that guy. He's just a bowling ball. He's a thick beast. He's like 6'6", 285. Nah, maybe not that big, but he's a beast. No, he's just bully ball. I like the bully ball, but you gotta stay in your lane.
Are you talking about Mason Moody, the PBR writer?
No, is his name not Mason? I know his last name's Moody.
Do you mean on the Warriors?
No, he's on the Grizzlies. Dude, Mason Moody was a kid I played baseball with, like, years ago.
Bro, this kid.
I'm getting names mixed up. I played with
Is it Moses?
Wait, is it Moses? It might be Moses. I played with a kid named Mason Moody back in, like, 10U.
Wait, no, that's the dude on the Warriors.
Moses? Who's the dude on the Grizzlies? Is his name Moody?
Moses Moody, though. Baller.
Is he? I'm so sorry. Imagine if Mason sees this and he's like, why are they talking about me?
Sorry, Mason. You've been confused for an NBA player, so I don't know how sorry we
Mason's
actually are.
not black and has dreads. He's white and has black hair. And not dreads.
Well,
Alright, what's this guy's name?
you can look that up. I'm gonna get into Katie here. Katie has requested a trade, which was nuts. I remember hearing about it in Dick's, and the guy was like talking to his coworker. He's like, "Yo, Katie requested a trade." And I turned around and I was like, "What?" Like, that is just.
He's
nuts.
not going anywhere.
I think they're both gonna end up staying because the Nets just want so much for him, and I don't think anybody wants to give that up.
Oh, Kenneth Lofton.
That's poor.
That's on me.
That's poor.
That's on me.
I've never seen this kid.
Double. 27 points.
Kenneth Lofton.
Dude, he's a...
Oh,
yeah.
the dude from Louisiana.
Yeah. Buckets.
Oh, I did see. He
plays
put
volleyball.
up numbers, bro.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
He's impressive.
Why did I think Moody's?
6'7", 276. That's a tank.
Yeah, he's massive.
You know, I was also excited for him, just not for
that reason.
Mason Moody.
Yeah, that's on me. I don't know what I was talking. I'm not a big basketball guy.
But yeah.
Westbrook's
Oh,
the goat.
can we? If we're gonna talk about freaking people, let's talk about this kid, Victor Wembanyama. Okay, he's not. I think he's gonna be drafted this coming year.
Yeah.
But he is 7'3", 209 pounds, and he moves like a point guard.
He's a
Problem.
He's like Durant and Giannis in one.
Problem. From France.
And
Problem.
He's not even that skinny 7'3" where it's like, okay, his bones might crack. Chet Holmgren.
Mm-hmm.
He's built. He's low key built, which
very
is scary. And he moves like a point guard, and he could probably dunk flat footed. He might be he's the next best thing. Is he the best prospect ever since either Zion or LeBron? No.
LaMelo.
You think LaMelo's a better prospect than Zion?
I think so.
There's no way.
Bro,
Coming into the draft?
what have the Pelicans got out of them?
Well, he didn't play last year, but he got...
That's exactly my point.
He had what, 27, 8, and 4 when he played? 27, 7, and 4?
Yeah. They had, what do you have, like a few months
Didn't they go to the
stint?
playoffs that year? And they almost beat the Warriors in the first round. This year.
This year they did?
Yeah, I think they got 1 or 2 games from them.
It was a play-in.
Was it?
Yeah. They were playing this year. I don't think they
Well,
made
no,
it
it was the
last
Suns. It was the Suns.
year. The Suns what?
Did they almost beat the Suns?
Oh, in the playoffs?
Yes.
They
And then-
did make the playoffs.
That's what I mean. They were decent because of Alvarado. Grand Theft Alvarado.
That guy's sneaky. They did almost beat the Suns.
That's what
You're
I'm
right.
saying.
Well, I would say almost beat. I mean, it was 4-2. Was it? I think it's 4-2.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That's not like almost beat, but that's still pretty good for Pelicans. You know, nothing big expected out of them at all. So, You did legs?
2 days ago.
I did
I'm
chest.
sore.
Did chest
Dude,
fries
legs, they
today.
hit 2 days after, I swear to God. Oh my goodness gracious.
So yeah, we think Katie and Kyrie are staying,
I understand.
not going anywhere.
Did Kyrie get vaxxed yet? No.
No,
Does he still have to play half his games in New York?
no, they changed it.
Did they?
Remember? That's why.
Can he go to Toronto? Because I know that was a big thing when the MLB
I don't know.
recently. I know a lot of the players. It was a big thing when the Phillies went to go to Toronto because Canada changed their protocols again. That you said you had to be vaxxed to come back into Canada. This happened like 2 weeks ago. So I know a lot of the guys couldn't make the trip out, so they had to call up a whole bunch of dudes from AAA,
Oh wow,
which is crazy.
did they get slammed?
I don't know if anything ended up coming from it because it was the All-Star break, but I think it might be happening after the All-Star break. We'll see though. I know catcher on the Phillies, Realmuto, who's not vaccinated, got into this
I
big
assume that's
weird
big.
beef. Yeah, it's big. He's the best catcher in baseball going into the year. He's had a rough stint going in. He's on my fantasy team. Stinks.
See, fantasy baseball confuses me. I just don't know how that. I just can't see how that would like work.
It's like fantasy basketball. You just gotta change the line every single day.
Yeah, but how did you get points? Like, you get points for hitting?
You're-
Like, just like, he hit the ball. That's 1 point.
I mean, did he get a hit? Yeah, it's a point. It's based on like a whole bunch of things. So average, OPS, runs batted in, runs, RBI, stolen bases, and then you have all your pitchers, right? ERA, WHIP, wins, losses, saves, innings pitched, and holds, which is for the relievers. So it's a whole thing. If you know baseball, it's very easy to comprehend.
I'm sure.
You just play the better dude and hope he does well.
We were talking about that derby chain.
The derby chain.
Derby chain was sick. Shout out Little Man. I saw Little Man got a pick with the derby chain. You know who Little Man is?
Yeah, of course I know who Little Man is.
Little Man's a go.
I saw a video of him getting autographed by Trout.
Really?
Yeah.
He's probably going nuts with
He
it.
kind of sounds like, hey Trout. He does sound like that. Who's he? He's got Sandra Mullins. Have you seen the video?
No, but he
he's
comes
tough.
on my video
I
on
love
my
him.
For You page. You know, he's like,
He's the goat.
let's go! Well, shout out Little Man doing his thing. Check him out on his streaming platforms.
You want to talk about the home run derby a little bit?
Can't.
You can. So I put a bet down on Pete Alonso, right? Going for a
He
3
didn't win.
No.
Who was it? Soda?
It was Juan Soto, right? Which is also big because Juan Soto rejected a 14-year, $440 million deal with the Nationals, who is actually the affiliate of the Red Wings now.
Really?
Yeah. We're from Rochester. So, affiliate of the Red Wings, so a lot of the Nationals guys, they stink. They're the worst team in baseball right now.
Nationals?
Yes, they have the worst record.
Well, then, so I see why he declined it.
They're true, which is strange though. They won the World Series 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago now, I forget.
They did.
Yeah. Which is wild, because Harper left the year before they won the World Series, which sucks on his part. But he got his
Where'd he
bag
go?
in Philly.
That is true.
They had Scherzer then. They had a healthy Strasburg. They had a whole bunch of dudes, right? But ever since then, Nationals have been nothing like the same. They're worse than the Reds. That's hard to do. But yeah, he rejected a 14-year, $400 million deal. That's nuts.
Is absurd.
That's stupid. That's stupid.
That's nuts. Like, that is unheard of.
Yeah. But now he makes a statement, goes out and wins the All-Star. The Home Run Derby, which is crazy. And he starts the All-Star game too.
I have seen a lot of buzz around that guy.
He's an animal. He's only 23.
Who's that dude from Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh.
Not Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has nobody.
No, bro. That dude that threw an absolute missile.
Missile? Pittsburgh? Oh, O'Neal Cruz.
Yes!
He's a shortstop.
Dog. He's a dog, bro.
He threw 97 across the diamond, which was actually broken technically because in the Futures
Somebody
game,
else.
Yeah. The Futures game Cardinals prospect. His name's Mason Wynn threw 100.
Oh.
Not even off
Both
the mound.
missiles.
Yeah.
But can I just say, that was it O'Neal Cruz?
Yeah.
He's been doing great, I think.
Yeah, he's been doing decent. He's been the number one, at least maybe not number one of the top prospects in all of baseball and for Pittsburgh for a minute now. You know how tall he is?
He's very tall.
He's 6'7".
Yeah.
He's not that's not a shortstop.
You don't hear about baseball players over 6 foot, do you?
No, I mean all time 6 foot, maybe 6'4". Yeah. You see pitchers 6'4", 6'5", 6'6".
Nah, an outfielder though. Shortstop.
He's not a shortstop. A shortstop like 6'3" max usually.
Nuts. Like, it's not often I see a baseball clip and I go, whoa. But I saw those 2 clips and I was like, wow.
Yeah, he's an animal.
Being a Steelers fan, I kind of touched up on this in Pittsburgh.
Dude, that could be your favorite team, Pittsburgh.
No, I gotta like it. Well, I do like the Islanders.
That's true. I don't think we'll ever talk about
It'd take a lot of Chell.
it. Dude, you gotta go back to Chell.
We gotta put Chell. We gotta play pro clubs.
Pro class? Well, FIFA hasn't come out yet, right?
It's not.
That's true. But anyways, All-Star... Ooh, big point. All-Star game for baseball was last night. Ratings were down 7.2%. It was the lowest amount...
Bless you!
It was the lowest amount of viewers they had in... I saw a notification earlier today. In a minute. Like a while. It was really bad. And the game finished 3-2. All-Star game, 3-2. It was just strikeouts and flags.
That's nuts because lacrosse guy, the PLL. Have you heard of PLL?
Yeah,
PLL.
Chaos.
Go Yas.
Big Paul Rabel
Their
guy.
All-Star game retired.
Did he retire? Isn't Paul Rabel like the owner of
Him
the
and his
PLL?
brother.
The PLL, right? Yeah. I know my stuff. I know my lacrosse.
Their All-Star game had a score of 33-13.
Wait, 33-13?
Yes.
How are they that bad?
What do you mean?
Like, no, I'm talking like, how is the goal difference that bad?
I honestly don't know.
Isn't there only 8 teams in the PLL?
What's there? Cannons, water dogs, chaos, whip snakes, archers, dogs. Not dogs. Yeah, I think it was 7 teams. Chrome. 8. Yeah, I think it was 8.
Yeah.
They do have an April Fool's joke where they have a Beans cross club. They post it every April Fool's. Pretty silly, but yeah, 8 teams. Small league, good league though.
I remember when I first heard about the PLL, my girlfriend Alyssa, which is great, she wanted me to get into this fantasy thing for the PLL.
Yeah, I'm dude. I always ask.
It doesn't work.
I always you gotta sign in.
I did sign in. It doesn't work. I'll go to pick my players and it doesn't work. It won't let me pick them.
I always ask her when she wants to play me, and she never responds.
Yeah, because it doesn't work for her either.
Oh, really?
No. Anyways, yeah. I was trying to look up whatever teams were closest here. I didn't realize there was like a tournament-based thing.
Yeah, so there's no like city, town teams.
Because they came to Albany, what, a month ago now? Something
Yeah.
like that?
I wish I could have gone.
Yeah. She went. She had a fun time, saw all the guys. So I just picked Chaos, right? Not knowing that was her favorite team. She didn't tell me. Or your favorite team. Well, I just happened to
I'm a
work
chaos
out.
guy.
Not that I know any of the guys on the team. I just picked them. They had a cool logo.
Nice little scorpion.
But yeah, MLB All-Star Game, trash. Home Run Derby, decent. Pool holes, what? What just happened? Miles Bridges faces up to 11 years, 8 months in prison, convicted of the current domestic violence charges.
If he's convicted, 11 years and 8 months. Wow.
That's a long time.
That is quite the...
How old is he? 22? That's half his life?
He's very young. And he has such a bright future.
Dude, and he can rap.
Dude, I don't know why he raps, bro. Like, he's in the
decent.
league. He is.
I mean,
But, like,
Lonzo
bro-
raps. Damian Lillard raps. Who else raps? Shaq can rap.
Shaq and DJ.
He can rap. He had the diss track against
Kobe
Lillard.
and Shaq and rap.
Well,
Rap good.
could rap.
Huh?
He could rap.
He can rap. Yeah. Anyways, I just think ever since like it's been like publicized that he's rapping.
Well, I mean, he's out in a different STEM area.
Who knows? I don't know. That's bad though.
It's the bad because he's good.
He's a part of the Hornets' future.
I mean,
Could he get bailed out though?
it's not even that. I mean, you can't get bailed out for domestic violence. It's felony. Right?
He's screwed.
He'll find a way. I mean, you see all these guys in the NFL like Kareem Hunt and all these guys who can't, like Adrian Peterson, who had all these allegations and got
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. Oh, that's a whole different thing. That's more than just domestic violence.
Did you
That's
see
like
that there?
sexual stuff.
We're talking about the Browns talking about signing Cam Newton. If Deshaun Watson can't
Dude,
play.
I don't. They have Mayfield. He's not that bad.
No, he's at the Panthers, bro.
Oh no, he did get traded to the Panthers. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Ah. That's interesting. But anyways, yeah, Miles Bridges, idiot, wasted his whole career and life. Don't hit women.
Messed up. Or kids, because child abuse is in there as well.
Did he hit kids too?
So I read something about child abuse this morning.
Don't hit kids either.
Don't hit, man.
Don't hit. That's what I
Love.
tell my.
Don't hit. Just love.
Just love. That's a big thing.
Love.
Yeah, just love. Start a
Alright.
podcast. Have fun.
Boom. That's how you do it, boys and girls.
And gross.
But yeah. Should we get into the?
Well, questions? Or do you
You wanna get into
no rating.
No. Let's go questions.
You want to go question?
Let's
Take a little break.
Take a little break.
Alright, break. Alright. You want to?
We got 3 questions for each other that we don't know what they are.
You
Do you want to go one for one, or like shot
We'll
for shot?
go 1 for 1.
All right, we'll go shot for shot.
Should I give you? You want to give me one?
Yeah, I'll give you one first.
I bet.
All right. First question. What's an insult that you've gotten that you're proud of?
That I'm proud of?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I'm proud of it. I think when people say I have a big ego, but let me twist it in a way. I know I don't have a big ego, and I know some people think, oh yeah, you might have a little bit of an ego, because
Everybody does.
yeah, no, because that's the thing. If you don't have an ego, you don't have confidence in yourself. You don't have the will to go out and do things, right? If I didn't have an ego, or if I had an ego, right? No. If I didn't have an ego, I wouldn't be going to gym every day. I wouldn't care about how I look. I wouldn't care about how other people view me, because I want my reputation to be intact, right? Now, I had a whole situation with my ex, right? Where I'll also base it off this question, right? One of the things she said was, "You don't show feelings. You have no emotions," which didn't make me feel good. It made me feel actually really bad. But the way she worded it was like, okay, like that. At that moment, I was like, "You don't mean anything to me. Like, I want you out of my life." And then she, I don't know. I think I should say it on here. Honestly, you know, but
Oh, yeah.
I can't say it.
Oh, that's just bad.
But yeah, I'm much happier where I am now. Alyssa's the goat.
I really hope she listens.
I don't care.
I just don't want it to be awkward.
I don't
So
care.
I'm friends with her.
We can cut it. We don't have to.
Do you want that?
I don't care.
Listen,
she made me feel
you
like
know
crap.
who you are. No beef between me and you.
There's beef between us.
I just want to put that out there.
I mean, there's not. I don't have
wait.
anything
Okay.
against it.
Let me rephrase this.
I
Slight
think we should
beef.
cut it.
Slight beef. Not about that though. Something else. But it's okay because we're still friends. You know, I'm not saying all this stuff about you. Like, you know, you're cool. You know, since preschool.
Yeah, I went to preschool with you though.
Bro, I'm talking about me right now.
We can cut it. It's fine.
We're not cutting.
We're not cutting it.
We're not
Alright.
cutting it. But listen, You're still my friend. Don't worry.
You're not my friend. I blocked you.
Listen,
For
when
good
I
reason.
said...
I think you should just move on.
No, I don't.
Moving on. Moving on.
She made me feel like crap.
Yeah.
I don't care though. Don't rub my arm like that. That's weird. That's weird. No. I miss Alyssa.
You do?
Yeah, a lot. That's why I posted that thing on my story yesterday. I was low-key in my feelings yesterday.
That was great singing, by the
You
way.
like it?
It was great.
Did you see it?
Yeah, it does.
You liked it?
Where did I go?
Yo,
Yeah.
dude, I set up
Lost a
perfect.
friend.
I think we should cut it.
Not like that, though.
Oh no, we'll bring it back. I'll bring it back to where I'd be like, just cut it, and I'll be like, I miss Alyssa. Oh yeah. So with that, you guys know we did cut a piece of a segment earlier.
Yeah.
I went on a little bit of a tangent.
It's okay, though. Because you guys don't know. Anyways.
Blooper reel.
So the insult you're most proud, or most not proud of.
I'm not proud of it that people say I have an ego, but I feel like in a way it's like
It's a good thing.
okay. Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Hit me.
What's the scariest moment of your life? Or scariest news you've received?
Okay, that changes it. You got thinking about things. You got thinking about things.
Everything. While you're thinking, I can share mine.
Okay.
You want me to share it?
That's up to you.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be thinking.
So when I was like 4 or 5, right? Big thing in Rochester, right? It was called Bounce It Out. You remember Bounce It Out? You ever go? Oh, Bounce It Out was great. So these bounce houses were quite large when we were back in the day, right? Yeah, so there's this one where it's an obstacle course kind of thing, and you're running in between these weaving, I don't know, blow up things. I get stuck in between the 2 bounce houses, and it starts deflating. Yes, I thought I was gonna die. So it starts caving in, I'm like stuck in between it like this. I can't move my arms out, and I'm just screaming at the top of my lungs. And I just feel someone just take my feet, just and they're like, get out of there. I'm like, what is happening? I'm like 4 or 5, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I forget who it was. I think it was one of the works or something, but yeah, almost died in a bounce house. That's the scariest moment of my life. That's what comes to my head. It's funny. It's
Yeah.
funny that I almost died. Nah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Sorry.
What's your scariest moment?
Scariest moment. Possibly either when I broke my collarbone
I remember.
and did that thing to my leg, or there's 3. That, almost drowning, badly.
Drowning?
Yeah. And then almost getting arrested.
Arrested?
I'll touch base on all these.
Yeah.
So, start with the arrested story. Me and my buddy, if you see this, you know who you are. My dog for the longest used to go to Thomas to train conventions together.
Bro, so did I.
Yeah.
Fun.
So we're at his house, and he lives by a speedway. And so we were just vibing. We were like, yo. He's like, yo, there's an abandoned house over there. What do you say we go in there? And I was like, I don't know about this.
Okay.
And then he was like, I think we should. It'll be fun. Get your flashlights going. We'll get something from Speedway. Go in there and eat it. And that for me was like,
It was just you 2?
yeah. And that
How
for
old were
me,
you?
7th grade.
That's different.
What? You thought we were like little?
No, I thought you were like older than that.
Oh, 7th grade. He was like, come on. And he was like, we'll get food. We'll go in there. I was like,
Give me his initials.
AF. at that birthday party. He's at the birthday.
AF?
That was a church one. But
These are kind of growing on me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of hungry. That's why. Oh, might have to get some. We might have to do that. After like 10. How long have we been filming? Oh, that
Hours,
works. Nice.
hour.
We're good. We're good at this.
But long story short, I ended up buckling under pressure. I was like, alright, it can't be that bad. So
I wouldn't say it's buckling under pressure.
we gear up.
Gear up.
I turned like we had a mask on, flashlights, hoodies, pants. We're ready. We're walking to it. All of a sudden, this kid's like, "Follow my lead." Just runs up the driveway and bursts through the door. And I'm just like, he's literally at the door. He's at the door. I'm staring at the sidewalk. What? So I run in and burst through the door. And we're in there, and it's like, what the hell? It's a pretty nice house. Some things a little tore down. There's like
it's a band.
There's a Phantom of the Opera poster in there.
Yeah.
And that kind of gave me the vibe. I was like, whoa. Long story short, we hit the basement.
That's smart.
And there's a bunch of stuff left behind. Magazines. I'm talking magazines on magazines on magazines. And like bobbleheads, sports cards.
You should take it.
Bro, there is a Kobe Bryant bobblehead that I picked up. Vintage.
Yeah.
Number 8 Froby.
Yeah.
Picked up. Puts in my pocket. Right? All of a sudden we hear a door open and close.
You must have been
Bro,
pooping yourself.
We stopped. Looked at each other. We get one of these. Oh my god. What was that? And my friend was like, look, that's the cops. Boom! Chucked it at the wall.
You broke the bobblehead?
I don't know if I broke it, but I chucked it.
We'll go back and find it.
Well, I wish I could. But chucked it at the wall. Booked it out of the house.
Okay.
Now we're casually walking down the street to
That's
Speedway. So there's Tim Hortons, Speedway. We're approaching Tim Hortons.
Right. 10-4, we got him.
Pulls over.
Stop.
Right in front of us.
Uh-huh.
Guy comes out. What are you guys doing? What do you mean by that?
Zoink Scoops, they got us!
Just walking to Speedway. Where are you guys coming from? His house. His house. He's trying to lie. I'm like, no, I'm telling you the truth, honey.
Stop, you lie.
No, I didn't lie. He is.
Why didn't you lie?
What?
Okay, continue.
You're gonna be shocked when you hear something about to come up, but so they're asking us, and he's answering the questions.
Okay.
He's trying to lie. So he's writing in his little notepad. I think at this point he realized we were kids.
I mean, I hope so.
And-
Wait, did you still have the masks on at this point?
Yeah. No, not okay. They weren't masks, but like we pulled these things over our face. It was cold outside.
Oh,
Pulled
winter?
these things February, March.
Okay.
Pulled these things over our face. They were down at this point, but still had them on. Right on his paper, right on what happened. So we go our separate ways.
You and the kid?
Yeah, there's one cop car, one cop car. One cop takes me this way, the other cop takes me that way. I'm with the lady cop. Guess who the lady cop is?
I don't know.
Dare Officer Katie.
Actually?
Yes, bro. I was the essay winner, bro. And now look at me. That's why I was like, oh my god. Oh my god.
You were pooping yourself.
I was so upset. And like I was like, you know, like you start feeling that thing in your throat.
Yeah,
Your throat's
yeah.
burning. You're about to cry.
No, yeah, because you want to cry, but you're trying to hold it back.
Yeah, I'm just like, and she's like, listen, you're okay. Just tell me the story. And I said, we were chilling. And he asked me to go to this house, and I said no. He said we were gonna get Speedway food and then go and eat it in there, and I said it was okay. And then we went in there, and then
I picked up a Kobe Bryant
we
bottle.
were sitting in there, and we were looking at stuff, and then we heard a door open and close, and then we ran. And she's like, "It's okay, it's okay." Flip-flop cops. Guy comes over. What happened?
Bad cop.
Bro, this guy was a
Good
freaking-
cop, bad cop.
He was kind of a meanie. I think he's just trying to scare me though. But he's kind of mean. I tell him the exact same thing. He makes me he makes me take out everything in my pockets.
Okay.
I pull out my iPod, my flashlights.
Okay.
He's like, well, the only reason we're here is because the neighbors called for robbery. I'm like, are you serious? They thought we were gonna rob the house? Nothing's in there. Anyways,
Good thing you didn't take the Kobe Bryant bobblehead.
Exactly. my friend was gonna take magazines and stuff.
Magazines? What are you selling magazines?
Don't ask me. I had the thing worth more money.
That's
Anyways,
what I'm saying.
anyways,
Imagine if you held it.
we're in the cop car.
Okay.
They're talking to him.
Oh, you're in the cop car now?
Yeah, they're talking to him.
Uh-huh.
He gets in the cop car. He's touching up some things. He's like, if I were you, I'd look for some more friends. I'm like, I have more friends. He's like, well, He's like, well, I have other friends. And he's like, well, I'd look for somebody else to hang out with. And I was like, my friend. Then I was like, is this gonna go on my record? And he went, do you want it to go on your record? And I was like, no. And then he was like, all right, then it won't. All of a sudden, we're riding off. We pull up to his house.
Oh, you went in the cop car right?
Yes.
House?
His mom answers the door. Bro. We run inside the house. Cops are talking to the mom. The mom is mad.
I'm sure.
We go downstairs, we're sitting down, the mom's yelling at him. She's like, what am I gonna tell you, Mom? And that was scary.
I'm sure. It's a good story.
This is a really long story.
My parents forgave no
You can't do that
Long
on
story
TikTok.
short,
man.
long
Sorry.
story short.
Oh yeah, long story short for TikTok. Went to the band. Finally agreed to go into the abandoned house. And then we're in the basement, pick up a Kobe Bryant bobblehead because I think it's cool. All of a sudden we hear a door slam shut. I take it, chuck it out the wall, book it down the street, book it out of the house, walking down the street to Speedway. Cops pull up. My buddy's trying to lie, and I'm like, no, I'm telling you the truth. I'm crying a little bit, I'm scared. It was my dare officer arresting me, quote unquote arresting me. Give us a cop ride back to the house, and we gotta talk to the mom. Long story short, TikTok. The drowning story.
Oh,
my
yeah. Oh
No,
no.
this is simple. This is simple.
I drowned.
No, so we were at I don't even know where we were, but there was water you could go in. There's places with there's a rock slide. You can slide down a bunch of rocks.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what? Fine. My brother and his friend was like, oh, come, try it. I'm like, no. I'm like, you know what, finally. Foot. I'm looking up. All I see is my hand like this.
It's like that scene from the Titanic.
No, all I see is this, and just the water rippling above me. And then I just see it getting farther and farther and farther. And then, some dude just literally... and I come out, and I was like, oh my god. And then the mom's pissed at me. She's like, you shouldn't have gone in there. They were telling me to.
So I think the moral of the story from these two is don't
buckle under pressure. If you're initially saying no, stay with them. What was my other one? My collarbone.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, so I had a little bike accident kind of thing, and my collarbone. Oh wait. And I had a tournament the next day, which was bad. We still won,
Did you play in that game?
Not the next day.
Yeah.
I played in the day of, but. But yeah, like this, and And so we're walking up the street. I fixed the bike. So basically, the handlebars just kind of twisted. And
Yeah,
so
is that
I
when you went face forward into it?
Yeah, I flew over the bike.
That was
and-
at Tyson's. I wasn't
Birthday
there,
party.
but I do remember that.
Birthday party. And so we're walking up to the driveway, and I'm like lightheaded, and I'm like about to pass out. And things are going black, and I sit down, and everyone's like, "Are you all right? You're pale." I'm like, "Can I get a water?" And I grab a water. All right. Everyone's like, "What's going on?" I felt something happened with the bike, and I like flipped over it. Now my shoulder hurts, but I think I'm fine. They're like, "Well, can you move it?" And I went, "Ow." Like it hurt really bad. Like it was bad. Like I really couldn't move it.
Did you play soccer that day?
The day of.
That's crazy.
But and then while they're asking me questions, so we're calling my brother because my mom's asleep, dad's asleep. Calling my brother, he's like literally driving by where I am, so it's perfect. But we were talking, shirt's all scraped up, got blood on my back. One of the parents goes, "Oh no, look at your leg," and I went, "Oh no, my sock's all bloody." I cut my leg open pretty bad, and main fear was that I was gonna have to get stitches, and I don't want to ever get stitches in my life.
Why?
'Cause I don't want to put that numbing needle in the wound. That's gonna hurt so bad.
I had stitches. That's stitches.
Did they put the numbing needle in the wound?
Yeah.
That is so scary. I'm not afraid of needles, but that just scares me.
Oh.
But anyways,
It's honestly not that bad.
yeah. So my brother gets there. I couldn't even get in the car. It hurt so bad. Like it took me like 5 minutes just to get in the car. We get to the emergency room. I'm there till 5 in the morning. The guy skin glues my leg. I'm in a sling in a hospital gown because they had to cut my shirt off. And then the boys came and saw me the morning after. I tried to convince my mom to let me come back over, but she wouldn't let me.
It's different.
I had to sleep with a pillow, like underneath my right side for mad long. But yeah, it was a pretty scary moment.
So that's the scary moments of your life.
If I had to pick one, it might be the cop.
Yeah, that's probably the one.
All right, all right.
My
Your next question. Okay, you have an option on this one.
Alright.
Where do you see the world in 5 years or 50 years? You get to pick which one you want to talk about.
I'll go 50. Although, I might touch base on both. But, I go 50. Just because I can't see a world where everything's going to be the same where it is now. Obviously, we've seen change over the years, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, I think it's a realistic opportunity that the world will be gone. I honestly think there might be no world in 50 years. I think we might all be dead in 50 years.
Really?
Yes. With the amount of nuclear weapons, natural disasters, and all the crap and just negativity and toxic energy that's in the world, I think it's very possible that none of us will be around in 50 years. Which is very morbid.
Because we are under 20.
Yeah.
So that means we'd be in our 60s.
Yeah,
68.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But, I mean, there's that.
That's a solid life.
That's a solid life, but, like,
Not
imagine
enough.
we both want kids, we both want to raise a family. That's not a solid life for them. Which, honestly, I think we would care about more than our life.
100%.
So,
I've lived at that point. I've lived
Yeah.
through basically most of it because I'd be going in my 70s and,
that's what I'm saying.
you know,
Going to the 70s, you're with the love of your life over here, right?
no us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That means no podcast in 50 years.
No
guys.
podcast.
Watch now while you can.
Mhm.
Seriously.
I think just the main. I don't know. People say the flying cars and the. No,
I still don't think
I
it'll
don't
be in
think
50
so.
years. I think there'll be way more advanced
Oh,
cars.
I mean, absolutely. That's another thing.
The technology
Yes.
would be
I think
nice.
it's all gonna be electric, or at least mostly electric. I think we'll see some new inventions and just ways to do stuff easier, which is normal in the fact that we've seen innovation over the years. But I don't know. That's a very deep question because that's what 2072. That's time.
That's very time.
We've been alive for 18 years, and that seems like forever.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It is a deep question. I still think in 5 years there's not gonna be much change.
No, I don't think anything big's happened in 5 years.
We say that, and then we're gonna look back on this in 5 years
And be like, wow, we were dumb.
Yeah.
If something were to happen, I don't know.
New president.
New president. Would it be Trump again? Or do you think someone else taking the reins?
I
don't think Biden's going back to back.
Oh no! I saw his new approval ratings. They're not looking good. Not that I'm the biggest Biden guy in the first place, but
Do you think Kanye takes the reins at some point?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No, you're right.
I'd rather
Right.
Dave Portnoy than.
Dude, shout out Dave Portnoy. That's
yeah,
my
I mean
guy.
that's probably one of the reasons why we're doing this podcast. I don't think
Like
it's Dave
everyone
Portnoy.
knows the rules. I got the T-shirt. Shout out. She got it for me. Shout out to him for giving her the idea.
That's what's up. Yeah, I don't know. I think Trump has a higher chance than being president than Biden.
Yeah, easily.
2024.
I would say easily, but
I
I guess
wouldn't-
we just have to see the new candidates.
See, there just isn't any.
Question:
Do you guys talk about?
What are you talking about?
do you see any third-party candidates winning in the next
No.
50 years? You don't?
50 years maybe, but like 10, 20 years?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
I give him 50.
You think?
50 might be one.
I think.
Because if you think about it, Lincoln wasn't Democrat or Republican.
Wasn't he a Republican?
No. He was a different party.
You sure?
I thought I saw something in my doc class.
I know. I think the only way a third party candidate would win in an upcoming election is if either the Democrat or Republican Party just went away. But kind of like what we saw like way back in the day where it was, I mean, for a while it was just the one party, and then you had like the Green Party, not the Green Party, you had some other parties. And Democrat and Republican then merged into the two-party race.
He was National Union Party.
National Union Party. See, I mean, that was still what, like 18. What?
Wait a second.
Oh.
It says ceased operations 1968, founded in ceased operations 1868, founded in 1864. So it lasted 2 years.
You said 1868 to 1864.
No, founded in 1864, ceased operations 1868. So I think that means ended in 1868.
Well, that's 4 years, not 2 years.
Regardless. Short life. Listen, man,
That's not a strong point.
it's a little tired.
Was it 10:20 now?
I said it's a little tired.
Yeah, you're. We
I was
was
just-
over a little bit.
I was just gonna
It's
say
okay.
it's a little tired. It's kind of late. Anyways,
Yeah.
it's a little late. I'm like, getting there.
Moral of the story, A, in 50 years, we're all gonna be gone. B, nothing's gonna change. C, just live your life out.
But live your life. Watch our podcast.
Don't change
while you
anything.
can.
Tighty Whities.
You know what I'm saying? That one.
Shall I give you yours?
Yeah.
What's your guilty pleasure song?
What's that?
So like a song that comes on the radio that's like, yo, they not like around some of the boys where it's like, okay, it's a little weird, but like you just sing it with all of your joy and all of your might. Like that's your song.
See, I have a few of these.
I know you do. You're a big song guy. You know all the names of the
I
songs.
love music. Music is a big therapy for me, and just a source of joy.
Right. I mean, the one I put down, or actually I have two down. 1,000 Miles, Vanessa Carlton. That's a big one.
Is that a guilty one though?
See, I think it is,
Because
because
I think everybody's.
everyone loves it, but it's for that reason. It's for
Fair enough.
It's for the reason why
Fair
it's
enough,
kind of
fair
like,
enough.
okay, it's everyone's guilty song where you can come out of that shell and just preach it. You know what I mean? I think
have a few.
I know another one I have personally. The song from the Titanic, "My Heart Will Go On." I just belled that one. You like that one?
I can't.
Yeah, let's just see if this is
Or like, would you count Whitney Houston? Are you about to play Whitney Houston? I say Whitney Houston, "I Have Nothing," or "Always Love You." Those are two. I just sing
Alright.
in the shower.
One of mine.
You have it a lot.
Huh?
I feel like you would have a lot.
I have quite a few.
No.
We both.
We're
have-
both very similar in that way, where we just don't care and we'll just sing. I was doing that at work today. Kids.
It's not a song, but Big Time Rush. If it ever comes on,
I wouldn't
I'm-
say it's guilty. That's your childhood.
bro, I'll go hard on any song.
Oh yeah, I know you would.
One of mine has to be Boot Up.
Yeah, I give you that.
Another one there is Freaky Deaky by Doja Cat. Wow, that is a banger. I like to get freaky deaky. I know you're on your way, see me. That song is woohoo, man.
Or what is it? The Regular Glamorous, right? By
Fergie.
yeah, by Fergie.
Honestly,
Or
Rihanna.
Fergalicious. Not Jack Harlow's. Jack Harlow's is me.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
G-L-A-M. It's like, okay, I get it. First class. No, like,
That you're just singing the regular song at this point,
I'm singing his. But
bro. No, because I've been a G.
That's like the
Bro,
anthems, though.
Sex in the AM.
That's a bar.
bar.
It's a bar, but like,
Bro, this boy says pineapple juice. I give her sweet seed. Bro, every time that comes on, it just makes me want to be like sweet. That's how I say it every time.
yeah.
I can't say it. That's an L opinion, if you ask me. I think it's a great song.
I didn't say it was bad.
He banged it with that one. But yeah, those are two of mine.
The creativity's there, 100%.
Anything Rihanna, I could go hard on.
I feel that.
Is that a guilty pleasure? I don't think so.
Nah, I don't know.
Those are the two off the top of my head. There's definitely more because my bus driver used to play a lot of R&B. Like freshman,
some like
sophomore year.
TLC.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so I definitely know a few.
I feel that.
Yeah, that's a good question. I like that one.
For sure.
All right. What is my last question for you? Who are the three most influential people in your life?
My life. That's kind of on the lens of what my question would be to you, my final question. My final question to you is what makes you the happiest? Which I feel like is the same kind of thing.
What?
Who makes you the happiest or what makes you?
Okay.
But I mean, influential to me, obviously it's mom, dad, you could say sister, and you could say any family members. But I feel like if we were to take away from those people, right, because you're with them 100% of the time, right, which I would think would be your influential. Like, I mean, they give you the guidance and everything. So if we're going away from them, I'd say 5th grade teacher, Mr. Romeo. I think taught me more than just
More than school.
He taught you
Way more than
how to be a man,
how to live your life.
have fun.
Yes. Absolutely.
I think that's a big one for both of us.
Because, bro, if you saw this guy, this man, at graduation, because they
Dude,
talked to you about
almost-
Stud Club,
Yes.
bro, came up to me and screamed it in the hallway.
Yeah.
Didn't give a care in the world.
No.
We hit the dogs out with his flip flops. He's living life. Exactly. Bro.
Every time I see him and talk to him, or I look at old pictures of us, I get a little choked up.
I get emotional.
That's what I'm saying. He's one of those dudes where it's like, that dude quite possibly changed my life for the better.
Oh, and he definitely lied.
What do you mean lied?
Like, all the times he tells you, like, I never did this, I never did that. He's definitely done it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
he wanted to set that image. You know, because I feel like I feel like everybody in that class was like, I want to be a guy, like somebody like Mr. Romeo.
Oh, 100%. I think they're still like
So
that too.
I think that's why he might have portrayed that. If he did lie, kudos. If he didn't lie, but if he did, kudos, because like he set that image, and kids still like, make choices. Sometimes like I'll make a choice and I'll think of.
Oh, 100%.
You know.
I think definitely, honestly, if you go back to your 7th grade story, I bet partially of you were like,
I was like, oh my god,
dude, I'm
Mr.
gonna make this.
Romeo's gonna hear
Yeah,
about this,
that's
and
what
this
I'm
is
saying.
bad.
Especially because of the dare officer too. You were probably just
I was
shaking your boots.
So
'cause
many things in my head. But
I
yeah,
don't know.
he came up.
No, if you ask anyone in our class, they'll be like, "Who's your favorite teacher?" Mr. Romeo.
Mr. Romeo.
Even in like the high school, oh, who's your favorite teacher?
I literally wrote
You
a letter.
wrote Mr. Romeo.
I wrote a letter to Mr. Romeo. I said, write a letter to the best teacher or like the most influential teacher you ever had. I said Mr. Romeo, without a doubt.
It's not even close.
I couldn't name somebody like closer because he was just so.
I mean, I feel like you can take anyone from Brassard and be like, they're the top G at Andrew Tate. But like,
They are,
Mr. Romeo is the top G.
bro.
He's more of a top G than Andrew Tate.
Bro, he blows Andrew Tate out of the water.
That's what I'm saying. He quite possibly is the greatest man of all time. If we're going back president, I want Mr. Romeo as president.
I'd agree. Mr. Romeo, run for president, buddy. You got it.
I think he would. You know when he went on when he had his kid, right? And we had the one sub for
Mr.
time.
Mark.
Yeah, and he was playing on the instruments and stuff. That was super fun. His son is 7 years old now.
Mr. Romeo.
Yes.
Wow.
I
You were there when he was born.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I saw him because I assistant coached a little 12U team, and his son was on the field before us, and I was looking at their coaches. I'm like, that is Mr. Romeo. And I went,
Coaching?
yes, their
Wow.
team. I went up to talk to him after the game. I was like, Mr. Romeo, what's happening? He's like, literally came up to me, gave me a hug and everything, and we chatted up for 10 minutes, right? Dude, all of his team's gone at this point. We're just, me and him are just talking about everything, whether it be graduation, just old memories, and how you were doing, how my friends are doing. It's everything. He just cares. He's that person you can go to and just talk about with anything.
I feel like he really remembers us.
No, absolutely. I think
Really?
yes.
remembers us.
Because I think even I remember him writing the yearbook. Just the little things he would say, it just sticks in
Meant
your head.
so much.
Yes. He's one of those. It's one of those times where I wish I could go back more often and see him. And actually, imagine we get him on the podcast. That'd be great. I wish we could just actually just sit down and talk to how much he meant to all of us, not just me and you, every single person in that class or in that school.
I think he'd be
Even some of our friends who weren't in this class, like Matt and
Mitch,
Ty and Mitchell, they would honestly say he's better.
Emma, CJ.
CJ was in our class, wasn't she? No, she wasn't. Wait, was she? No, I don't know.
Mom.
Was she?
Yeah.
I forget.
Regardless.
That was crazy.
People can say Mrs. Larkin all they want, but everybody knows Miss Larkin.
Miss Larkin's really good too.
She was cool.
I love Miss
No
Larkin.
one's in this one.
That's true. That's a good time.
Armstrong teacher at first.
Who was Armstrong teacher? Was she? Yeah.
She can be better anyways. Well, that's one person.
Oh my gosh, I gotta think of some more people now.
You don't have to.
My mom's just on Mr. Romeo in 5th grade.
I mean, you can't not say your family though.
That's why I let off with it. I was like, Mom, Dad. Those are obviously they're the OG.
Yeah, I would say.
I love them so much.
I'd say my brothers, my parents, and grandparents,
Yeah,
and my aunt.
I'd say so. I think my sister is honestly influential in a way for me. Obviously, you have 2 brothers. I have 1 sister. She's younger than me, but she acts way older.
She is very mature.
She's very mature.
It's impressive.
No social media. mean, not many friends, but for a good reason. She just goes on. She just stays in her lane.
She's driven.
Very driven. She's smarter than me.
Dude. She's gonna be great.
Oh.
She'll be great.
Smarter than me. She's awesome. I think that's just how I would put it. She's just awesome.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah. Nice. I don't know. How about you? You name the last person.
For me,
Yeah.
outside of parents, grandparents, brother, aunt, and Mr. Romeo.
Working twisted away. Who makes you the happiest? Who brings the most
I'll say,
joy?
all right. Somebody that is influence. Roman Atwood.
Wow. That's actually a really good show.
Roman Atwood is up there with the Mr. Romeos of the world.
You think? I
That
think if you met him in
he-
person.
Because I started watching him around that 6th, 7th, 8th, so free time. He kind of like taught me to live how I truly am and stick to that. Because honestly, if I didn't ever watch Roman Atwood, I know like what kind of person I'd end up like.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah. I mean, his whole thing is smile more. Because that's what I said yesterday when I put it on my story. Even if, with all the toxics in the world, with all the negativity, if you put a fake smile on your face and just have someone have a good day, whether it be a compliment, whether it be literally just smiling at them, you will make their day better.
I mean, just like the way he was with family and
He's an inspiration.
like just the way he went about everything was so chillaxed. But like,
He taught you how to have fun.
yeah.
In a way.
But he also taught you like how to do things.
And
like,
respect. That's a
yeah,
big thing
and
too.
he like taught you to like get up and go do it,
Right.
and like how to fight through the times, you know. So I definitely say Roman Atwood.
That's like a really good show.
Who makes me the happiest? Alright, what makes me the happiest? Definitely playing sports.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing like playing sports for me.
Whether it be travel team with the boys or
Yeah.
shooting hoops in the front
Yeah.
by yourself.
Just, I love doing that.
It's a mental escape.
I just love it.
I mean, obviously, me and you, we don't have the same. I can't really speak for you like 100%. We don't have the same mental, like, we don't have the negativity, we don't have all the necessary, like, depression, anxiety, blah, blah, blah. Like, obviously, we have our own fair share, we get in down the dumps. But, like, hardcore, that kind of stuff, we don't have any of that.
Yeah, because
But whether it be a small problem, big problem, playing sports is just an scapegoat for us, and we can just let it go, let our brains fly. I don't know.
who makes me the happiest?
You can say her. She brings you joy sometimes, right?
Yeah, she does.
I don't even think she's really paying attention.
Only something.
Oh,
Why
sometimes.
did you want- Sometimes. I'll plug my ears.
I say either my nanny or my aunt.
I love your nanny.
My nanny is just so like, when you hear of an Italian old woman, she
Yes.
nails that stereotype and beyond that. Like, she's so. I just love my nanny. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But she's sadly not here one day.
That's why I feel about my grandparents.
Oh. Auntie, my aunt, I call her Auntie, but Auntie, I love her so much. And like when she, it's just because she lives in Colorado now, but whenever she's home, I just love it. It's so great. The family kind of just
The gels one.
gels more. things are just, I just get like more of a sense of normalcy in childhood again, and that's great.
Mm-hmm.
It was always my favorite when she came home. And it still is, so I definitely say those two.
Yeah. You want to go back to the other stuff?
Yeah, we could.
We don't have to.
I don't know, what do we have to do? Touch on
We
ratings?
don't have to.
All we have left on sports is ratings.
We don't have to. I would say more come out.
We could do it quick.
More come out. We can touch on it a different time. We don't have to.
I just want to say, Madden has something against the Steelers, and 2K has something against the Celtics. That's all I gotta say.
2K has something against Westbrook too.
Deserved.
I
Actually,
know.
though,
I saw something. They gave him 47-3 and Gobert a 52.
I've never seen Gobert at 3.
You can't shoot him mid-range.
Listen, I think that if Westbrook found his way in that Kyrie trade with the Spurs and he went to the Spurs, that would be ideal for him.
They don't
That's
shoot
what-
threes.
No, that's what he does.
Oh, play make?
No, like he just like that system that he's in, it would literally be him.
Yeah.
And then just those around him bringing them up. It's like, listen, he's a good teammate. He's a pretty good teammate.
I would say.
Listen, like on the court, that it's a little different, but teammate,
He has that dog in him.
yeah, he's a good teammate. So I think the Spurs would be an ideal destination. I pretty much touched base in sports. Soccer. Lewandowski to Barca, that's a big one.
Did he actually go to Barca?
Yep.
When?
Sterling.
Today?
A while ago.
To Barca?
Sterling to Raheem Sterling to Chelsea.
What? I haven't
Gareth
heard.
Bale and Key. Is it Chiellini? No, it's not Chiellini. Is it Chiellini?
Chile?
Yeah, Bale and Chiellini to LAFC.
Really?
Yeah. De
Not
Jong.
Galaxy, yeah, FC.
Mhm.
Huh. Lewandowski to Barca is interesting. Didn't he just win the Ballon d'Or?
No,
Was it 2 years ago?
the COVID thing happened, so they didn't have a ceremony, so no one got the award.
That's pretty weird.
Benzema's got it this year.
You think?
Yeah. Because the year before Lewandowski was, I think, Modric, and then it was Messi again. So, yeah, Benzema's got it this year on lock.
I miss the old soccer days.
Very true. Messi and Ronaldo and
Yes.
Neymar and Barca.
It made FIFA better too.
Yeah. FIFA's nuts, you know, like with all these new players. Shout out to the Wonder Kids. Those guys are nuts.
That's
By
true.
the way, Kimmich. There's so many big.
Holland.
Holland.
Isn't he at Man City
Man
now?
City.
Yeah.
That's gonna be nuts.
As an Arsenal fan, it sucks. Although they just got Jesus. Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah, but
He's not Holland.
he's not Holland.
Anywhere near Holland. I don't know. They have Smith Rowe. He's decent.
It's interesting seeing this whole new like world come.
But this goes back to the 5-year question. Their sports have changed in general.
It's gonna be so different.
Wembanyama's gonna have 3 NBA
like bro,
championships.
football. We grew up with like
Oh,
Antonio Brown,
yes.
like Andrew Luck, RG3.
Bro, Andrew Luck came in the year in 2012. We were like 2008. We were into it. We saw Luck in college.
Bro, we wore matching Brett Favre jerseys.
Bro, yeah. I mean, not that far was in the league at that point, but still. Or no, he was in the league. He was on the Packers.
He was in the
He was with the Vikings and Jets at that point. But even that, it takes him.
and like the NBA, Kobe, LeBron,
We watched
Pop,
Yes.
Duncan, Parker, all these people, T-Mac.
That's one of those things where we saw such a great era of sports that like we can go and tell our kids. We watched him play when we were young.
Wow.
Which
What
is
things
the
we're gonna
same
tell
thing.
our kids is nuts.
Wow, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, that's the same thing our parents and whoever was older than us, they saw, like, I know for my dad, whether it be in baseball, his favorite player is Ricky Henderson, right? There's never been a player like Ricky Henderson since. Or, like, he grew up a Cowboys fan, so he watched the old, like, 80s and 90s Cowboys. It's crazy.
This is gonna sound real crazy. Ronaldo's 36.
Is he actually 36?
Yeah.
I feel like we've
Messi's 34. This upcoming World Cup is likely both of their last.
Oh,
And
it's
that
definitely
is
Ronaldo's
nuts.
last.
That is nuts. Neymar's my favorite player, and he's like
30 more.
Because when he went to Barca, he was like 19, 20.
I remember when he got first moved to Barcelona.
Bro, nuts.
I think that's what got you into soccer, right?
Him and Beckham.
That's kind of crazy. That's the same way. I mean, soccer's your sport and baseball's mine, but I was a Reds fan. That's when Votto won his MVP in 2010.
Photo.
That's my boy. Like, and now he's 37 and obviously declining. He had a good year last year, but he's not doing good this year.
It's just gonna be so.
Without those, it goes back to the influential people in our life too. Those people who got us into all these sports and just made us. We wanted to emulate them every single facet of our life, whether it be on the field or off the field. It's gonna be tough without watching them play or something. It's weird.
Video games, just keeping up with things just won't be the same.
Yeah.
For kids, it will, because it'll be like, oh, it's just never gonna be the same. And Big Ben just retired.
Did he actually just now?
No.
Oh, I thought you looked at your phone. I was gonna say I thought he's been done.
No, he's been done, but like
that's been your quarterback since day one.
Before he was drafted.
See, that's the good
I
thing
literally
about
lived
Josh
my whole
Allen.
life, so-
Hopefully he has like 10, 15 years left of it. I can't have Josh Allen going anytime soon.
That pretty much wraps up sports.
Yeah.
Next, what do we got? Real world. Honestly though, like
We touched on
I don't know what to say about that.
real world.
Yeah,
That the world's ending, basically. That we're screwed.
I would say it's
I think we're going south.
I don't know. I mean, there's nothing. Obviously, the Roe v. Wade, the whole kind of abortion,
Roe v. Wade.
women's rights thing, it's all very bad right now, I'd say.
I mean, you can give your opinion about Roe v. Wade if you have one. I don't really have one.
I don't either. I mean, it's like you're never gonna win with that. Like,
No side's
there,
gonna win.
like
Everyone has their opinion.
no, like I don't think there is a right choice.
Because it's all situational.
Obviously, like one seems more right than the other, but like if you actually try to see both sides, there's never gonna be a right choice.
The analogy I always use is if I'll use you for example and Jada. If you guys had a kid, I shouldn't have any say in the situation.
That I agree with that. It's completely her choice.
I don't care. I mean, honestly, I think you have a little bit of say too, though. It's your guys' relationship.
Exactly, and like if I want the kid, I can take it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I mean, you take it, but like then you have to put her through all the toll. If she doesn't want it, and like whether it be she has some kind of medical issue, God forbid, or the baby's gonna have some kind of issue, then okay, yeah, I see the point of it. But for me, if you guys were in a relationship, I don't have any say. Same things for go. If I had a kid with some girl, then I have a little bit of a say just because it's our relationship, it's our thing.
But at the same time, it's like you don't, you know?
Yeah, there's no win.
And there's no win. You can't win. You really can't.
I think it's also one of those things where we're 18 and we shouldn't bother.
We shouldn't really have to worry about this
We
stuff.
shouldn't have to worry about it. Obviously, you can have a say and you have your opinion about it. But I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
God forbid it be that.
Some of these decisions are just awful that have been going on. Not good.
You have like 17 CNN tabs open.
Well, I was gonna try and touch base on a bunch of stuff, but
Oh man. Politics is touchy.
very. And we don't want to get.
We don't want to lose viewers
Exactly.
over politics.
The first day.
Not that we have any viewers to begin with right now, but
We will. It's just like, you know, it's so tough. I mean, me personally, I'm not invested in politics because I know how much like it's
It takes a
opinionated.
toll on you.
That you lose friends and like
You lose brain cells.
You lose that and you lose ties. Like you lose people like genuinely give up ties over politics. And I try. I don't know. The ties I have, I love and I want for life. And if I were to lose one over politics, I'd be kind of.
That's not on you though.
Yeah, I know, but like I'd still be devastated. Like
That's true.
I just generally never been a politics person. It's always very tough. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like a specific party. I'd say I'm more neutral.
Yeah. I mean, I lean both sides and everything. I'm registered Republican, but that's just because I wanted to vote in the primaries. That's literally the only reason. Not that I sway one side or the other, but I like to call myself a libertarian just because socially I lean more Democrat. Just the whole Roe v. Wade situation where, and then economically, obviously, I'm probably more right wing just because I want it. It's my money. I don't want
Exactly.
high taxes and blah blah blah. Gas prices.
Nuts.
That's
Going
a whole
down.
other thing. I mean, yeah. Well,
Listen,
you've
I
got-
mean,
you got the
I was at a gas station in Henrietta. It was $4.60.
It shouldn't be $4.69.
It shouldn't.
It was. I saw someone in Greece. It was $4.50.
Exactly. Going down.
It's still $4.80 at the mobile though.
I know. See, we were at Burn & Dairy, me and Champ,
Yeah.
my brother. He was going to get gas, $4.89. Across the street was like $4.06 or $4.07.
Really?
So we went over across the street. It's nuts.
Yeah,
It's so nuts. Because, like, if you think about it, just, like, not even 5 years ago,
Bro,
like $1.
bro, during quarantine. No. It was like $1.19. Nah.
And
Yeah,
that
it's a
was
little low.
still a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. It was definitely under the dollar. Oh my gosh, under $1 in some parts of the U.S.
It's nuts.
The red states. Not to some extent. But yeah. That's just because.
Gun rights.
Taxes. Oh gosh. Do you have an opinion on gun rights?
It's another one of those things where you can't win.
I can't.
Like, listen, the rights there.
But there definitely has to be a restriction.
Yeah, the amendments there. People are gonna have their firearms.
You're never.
And it's rightfully so. But okay, here's my thing with background checks too. They're only gonna do so much until someone just goes back to the illegal route.
Yeah. No, it's gonna cost more, man.
Yeah. Another one of those things you just can't win.
I mean, I think in Australia a few years ago they took away all the guns, right? But obviously, there's no way every single gun is gonna be.
Yeah.
People are gonna have their guns, whether you like it or not. And the illegal guns, and you can build guns too. That's the thing. But
And there's those ghost guns going around there.
ghost guns?
Yeah, you never seen those?
These guns? I don't know, cause I'm a ghost. No, I don't know.
There's like
Ghost
these, like,
guns?
I don't know what I think they may be like disposable guns.
Disposable guns?
Bro,
you
they're
can, like
nuts.
recycle them after you shoot it?
I might have shown
Anyways, gun rights, touchy. I don't know.
Like,
They're 3D printed and stuff? Oh, that's a whole nother thing, 3D printed. No, but guns, politics, Roe v. Wade, Democrat, Republican, you have your own opinion.
private weapons,
We just like talking
builds you
about
can do yourself.
stuff. Don't
like,
take
you know what I
anything
mean?
serious.
Yeah, I mean, just try and live as carefree as possible. Should obviously be cautious with this crazy world we live in, but try and just, obviously think and play smart, but like there's so many ways that you can have fun while making like the right choices. Like having fun doesn't always include substances, whether they're liquid or solid.
Well, we're talking about alcohol and drugs now.
I'm just saying, they don't always include that. You can have the same amount of fun.
Don't do anything stupid.
Yeah. Be smart. As Mr. White would say, have fun, be safe, and don't do anything stupid.
Ow. Yeah.
I mean, you just gotta know to play your cards right.
Very true.
You gotta toughen up this generation.
Oh, that's also true.
Generation's soft,
Very.
sensitive.
Also true.
YouTube's not the same, man.
$100,000 challenge.
The old KSI is still here.
He still is. A little parts of it.
I like water.
Water,
man.
Simon, you get it.
Simon. No, he knows his character. I'm a big Simon guy. I watched in 5th grade.
I watched that when I was with Alyssa, because she came over. It was after my grad party. And she put it on, right? 'Cause she actually knows I love watching Seven Sundays now.
love the Simon.
Bro, she put it on, and we were watching it. That night, when I was with her, was one of my favorite nights. Just
Watching
because,
them.
yes, watching
She
them.
hates when I watch them.
You hate them?
She calls them those stupid gay boys.
Stop. I mean, Alyssa doesn't really like them either, but
Bro, since I was in 5th grade, that's
Oh.
like 2014,
oh,
2015, I've been watching. The Simon channel wasn't even created when I started watching.
Mhm.
I'm an OG, bro. I love those guys. I'm still subscribed to all their channels too.
Yes. But yeah, we were watching it, and that's the most I've laughed, whether it be in the episode or out of the episode. It was one of my favorite nights. Probably one of my favorite days in a while. I don't know.
Long story short, Alyssa, come home.
Please, I'm so sad.
Come home.
I'm really not sad, but I'm really, I
Just
miss
come home.
it.
Just come home.
Yeah.
Wow. What a fast 2 hours this has been.
That was actually very fast 2 hours. Ah, hopefully it went well. I don't know.
I'm so happy we did this.
It was pretty fun. Who's gonna be the next guest?
I can't wait to do this.
Jay, do you want to be a guest soon?
Yeah.
She said yeah.
I don't know who the first guest is gonna be, but
We'll do a poll somewhere.
oh, we can do a poll. Should make this.
Yeah, have to. We'll make a TikTok too. I can make a TikTok. That's fine.
Well,
Somehow we need a YouTube channel too. Well, this is gonna. You'll see this on the YouTube channel.
you will. And with the fresh logo that I'm about to make.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Well,
But
it's been a pleasure.
this might have to wrap up the first episode of the Tighty Whities.
We will have to make a cut. One cut.
There will be a cut.
There will be a cut. Sorry about
don't,
the cut.
Don't
Like,
mind it. It's okay. Nothing serious.
Make sure we remember that. By the way.
I will text you. Like everything.
Well,
I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you had a good laugh.
if someone sits through all this,
If you sat through all this, I love you. Thank you. I hope you really did enjoy.
yeah.
I can't wait to get this out and to keep this going because I love this.
Very true.
Hopefully some more buzz comes around and there's more topics to talk about. We already got our next snack planned out, which is going to be exciting.
That's true. That's true. We had it before in the first snack, technically, before we even ate it.
What?
Our second snack. You came down with the first one. We're like, I got our second snack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just, stay tuned, man.
I think they'll enjoy, rather than the sports and the other thing, I think they'll enjoy us talking about like what happens in our life.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where we did
can-
most.
we-
Obviously, we'll hear from them, but I think that's
Yeah.
where we're most strength.
Since it's going to be on the YouTube channel, you can always feel free to leave a comment. Leave a
Subscribe.
comment. Give us a like. Share us with your friends and family. Post us on your socials.
You should.
Other than that, I hope you had a good laugh. Hope you smiled. That's one of the things we care about. If you sat through all this, kudos. if you didn't, next time grab a popcorn, grab a drink, and be prepared for another 2-hour
Or
thing.
fall asleep during it.
Huh?
Or fall asleep during it.
What
Put it
about
on when you go to bed.
You know, I don't think we're that hectic. We're very relaxing.
That's true. Might get a lot out there. Who knows? Challenges.
Well, maybe if we make a Tighty Whities Plus and put that we can put that clip we had to cut out.
Tighty Whities Plus.
But other than that,
It's been a pleasure.
it's been Jake.
Been Vin.
I hope you guys enjoyed episode 1 of the Tighty Whities, where these two tight white dudes talked about the business. That's good. That's a good outro.